When activists are under attack, what do we do? Thank you.
We're saying back up, back up.
We want freedom, freedom.
All these racist ass cops.
We don't need them, need them.
I'm saying back up, back up.
We want freedom, freedom.
All these racist ass cops. We're saying back up, back up. We want freedom, freedom. We don't need them, need them. We can go all day with this. Thank you, family. Without further ado, I want to bring up my co-chair. This is important, near and dear. They are trying to completely and totally annihilate the island and the resistance in Puerto Rico. And we need to do everything in our power to stand with the people of Puerto Rico. In this moment, I want to bring up from the Oscar Mandela Committee, Larissa.
They pulled us in on this side. There's this guy who's fucking
Right.
Matt, have you found Sarah?
Yeah.
Sarah wants to talk to you about some stuff.
Right.
Gracias, mi gente. My name is Larissa Rivera. I'm the president of the Oscar Lopez Nelson Mandela Committee for Decolonization. It's named after the link between the two longest held political prisoners in the world, Oscar Lopez Rivera and Nelson Mandela.
Is this the same, the Karl Marx, the founder of Communist Manifesto, I believe?
Karl Marx?
Yeah, these guys.
He's a right winger, so maybe you need to not be here. Maybe you need to not be here. What organization are you with?
Hold an annual meeting to discuss the decolonization
An American
of Puerto
citizen.
Rico.
I'm with no organization, of course.
Why are you recording today?
Does not
Where are
let
you
the
recording
people
from?
know.
I'm not even recording right now.
You're not even recording.
Yeah.
What brought you out here today?
I figured May 1st.
The United
That's what I'm
Nations
used
Resolution
to go to back in the USSR.
Yeah.
So I'm not a right wing. I just kept from, behind there in Turkey. There are like a lot of marches in Russia going on today, even though, Soviet Union is no more. So why can I be here?
So they outlaw colonialism.
Participate.
That means the United States and any other nation practicing colonialism is a criminal, not us. We're fighting for our liberation. Within the United Nations Charter and within Resolution 1514, it says that every person, every country, every nation under colonialism has within their rights to fight for their freedom and their independence by any means necessary. It's been 36 resolutions passed by the Committee of so-called Decolonization, and the United States still has Puerto Rico under its boot, under its rule, under its imperialism.
Co-sponsoring this event today, it's Buy On USA. I want to bring to stage Naz, who is a dear revolutionary freedom fighter here in New York City and globally. Again, let's hear it. And in solidarity with the people of the Philippines, Buy On USA!
Warm and militant greetings, comrades, on this year's International Workers' Day! I'm Naz Martinez, and I'm from Vine USA Northeast, and we offer a red salute to the working class and all militant and revolutionary workers organizations here and around the world on our day, May Day! As overseas representatives of the Filipino struggle, the national democracy and socialism, we in Bayan USA extend our solidarity and support to the struggle here in the Valley of the East against global capitalism and imperialism led by U.S. imperialism. The struggles of striking teachers, fast food workers, health workers, and industrial workers that took place this past year have filled us with hope and rage as it reminds us of similar struggles of the working class in the Philippines, where the few industries that exist are owned by foreign monopoly capitalist powers. Super exploitation reaches indescribable levels. These conditions of third world poverty forces our people to join migrant workers from Haiti, Dominican Republic, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Mexico, Guatemala, Ecuador, and other oppressed nations worldwide in search for so-called better lives, because our home countries have been either bombed, economically destroyed by U.S. imperialism and their puppets. Speaking of their puppets, the Duterte fascist regime in the Philippines has fully exposed itself through its 3 wars against the Filipino masses. The first war is its execution of about 20,000 innocent people in the slums in urban poor areas, this bloody drug war, and which was praised by fucking Donald Trump. In addition, nearly 500,000 Muslim Filipinos have been displaced from their homes, and through area bombing, the Duterte is brutal.
I found some scarf lying at the ground. Is it yours?
And finally, his war against the National Democratic Movement has left regular assassinations, unjust
wasn't sure.
kidnapping,
You got it.
interrogation, even deportation of human rights and peace advocates, union leaders, women rights defenders, people's lawyers, President Association organizers, student activists, and others who dare to stay fascism, backgrounds, and gender.
We salute the striking teachers from Arizona to West Virginia to Colorado and Oklahoma, taking action with very limited legal protections, but who are showing us that with workers' unity, you can still fight back and you can win. We salute the Black communities from Brooklyn and Long Island to Sacramento and Baton Rouge that are fighting police murder and terror, which is an essential part of the class struggle. We salute the prisoners from Georgia to Kansas who, without rights to collectively unionize, have still found a way to take action by taking the brave step of going on a hunger strike to demand humane conditions. That too is an essential part of the working class struggle. We support the Florida farm workers and undocumented kitchen workers of New York City who are fighting wage theft, who are fighting sexual harassment, and all sorts of daily abuses at the hands of greedy and manipulative bastards. Because that too is an essential part of the working class struggle. We salute the people of Cuba, the people of Venezuela who are marching today. Transportation workers, the Indian laundry workers, the Colombian farm workers, all over the world. We salute the poor and working people who are taking action to demand basic human dignity and basic human respect. We salute the migrant workers who have boldly caravanned through Central America and Mexico to challenge the border wall, and the organizers on the U.S. side who greeted them in solidarity. The corporations, the banks, and the rich capitalists recognize no borders, and their insatiable drive. Let's continue the fight for socialism.
What's that?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Vote for Donald Trump, you said?
Give it up for Rachel Salang from Party for Socialism and Liberation. We're going to have Angelo D'Angelo from Labor United for Class Struggle.
Can you hear me? Okay. First of all, it's so glad to see so many young people. I'm going to be very short. I'm not Fidel. 5 hours, 6 hours. No, mine is short. Comrade before said everything. Everybody else said everything. Okay, I was born and raised in this city in Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York, of Italian-American background. And I'm a retired teacher for 32 years in the classroom in Staten Island, New York. Which I love Staten Island too. But I want to say this is our day.
interesting question.
It's an important day for us.
It's an interesting
The
question.
unity that has been expressed here by the different groups
simple
should
language.
be prized.
Really? And why communism? So why communism, you think?
We come together on May Day.
Because we need
saying the same message.
A society
that
run
we
by
are one
workers,
class.
not by the
Our class is
capitalists.
produced everything in this country.
If we remove capitalism, what's going to happen?
You're
So loud. If you remove capitalism, what's going to happen?
Workers in the
You have
mines
a
or the
society
factories,
run by the people who
you're all
produce
part of the working
everything, not
class.
by the people who
You get a
just
wage,
live off the labor
you
of
get
the
a
rest
check
of the,
once a
of the
week, once every
population.
2 weeks, and
so-
you're at
so-
the bottom of the barrel. Remember what
How do you
Marx
think it's
said?
going to work?
The boss gives you
worked
just
for
enough
50 years in the
to
Soviet
come back
Union.
the next
Really?
day.
It worked for 50 years in
Remember
Soviet
that.
Union?
Nothing more than
I came
that.
from
That's
Soviet
Marx.
Union. It didn't work for
And
me.
this is the 200th anniversary.
Really? Are you serious? It worked in the Soviet Union?
Who defeated the Nazis?
so I-
Soviet
Well, who
Union.
stopped-
Who built up the industry that
Is
was
what
like
we're doing every day. Those young people
Russia
out
before
there
the
have to
revolution
carry
was
on the
like the
torch
most backward
after my
country in Europe.
generation is
Who
no
built
longer
it up?
here.
Socialism.
So we need
Socialism.
you desperately.
Socialism built it,
And our
didn't it?
struggle is the most
Interesting.
important
And
struggle
if
in the world.
there was
It's
no
a struggle for
socialism, you think
humanity.
Russia would have been a
Thank you.
backwards country?
Thank
It
you.
was a backwards country for
So-
centuries under the Tsar. Right?
So let me try to understand. Is America a prosperous country?
For some people, ask the homeless people on the street whether it's a prosperous country. Ask the however many million unemployed whether it's a prosperous country. Ask the people who are working in McDonald's is a prosperous country. It's not for the majority of people. It is not a prosperous country.
So do you think that people in America live better than people in, I don't know, let's say Nigeria? What do you think?
No, people, yeah, they live better than people in Nigeria. Nigeria is under the rule of Shell Oil and Britain and the big monopoly capitalist countries. You have imperialism that keeps the workers in the oppressed countries in much poorer situation than the oppressed countries.
Well, was there-
That's capitalism, isn't it?
Well, was-
Nigeria capitalist?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
Oh, and
But-
yeah, people are even poorer there.
Separate
Okay.
from the global working class.
Huh?
In countries all over the world, May Day is celebrated, and they don't want us to be celebrating
Yeah,
with
he was
them.
just speaking. He'll be back.
Celebrating May Day means we are connecting the dots. And
Okay, can't hear anything.
against racism, white supremacy,
I'm not sure
and
what your point
exploitation,
is.
and connecting
No, my-
Nigeria is capitalist in a way
No,
worse.
it's just an example. My point is that I came from USSR. So was there a period in America ever where, let's say, it wasn't possible to buy jeans? I'm only talking about the economic issue right now.
It's impossible for a lot of people to buy enough food in the United States.
It's not possible.
For a lot of people, they go to food pantries. I know people who can only live because they go to a food pantry.
But they're not dying from hunger, right? Are they dying from hunger?
If there weren't
I mean-
food pantries, they would be.
Okay, but there are food pantries, so nobody's dying from hunger, right?
I don't think nobody, not that many, but there are a lot of people who are. You can look at the statistics
No, look.
from the U.S. government.
Yeah, but my point is I know people who have relatives who died literally died from hunger.
Okay, where?
In USSR.
Now?
No, back then when it's not USSR, it's capitalist Russia.
Yeah.
It's not communist or socialist USSR anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't want us to celebrate May Day because when May Day is big in the U.S., the day of victory is near. Thank you.
Not just yet. But is this a group that can be found on Facebook or on the internet?
Yeah, it's
the
all the
information's in here.
information.
Okay, that's all I need for now. Is there anything else here that's free, like this one? Or
All right, y'all. Now we're having mother tongue. Give it up for them.
find that online? Just like the text?
I'm not sure about
Okay.
that.
Oh, that's all right. For now, this is good. Thank you.
So you're saying people are starving now under capitalist Russia?
No, they're not starving now. They used to when it was socialist.
When?
From 1917, from the
All the
Soviet
way from
Revolution.
1917. There was a famine in the Volga area in 19 whatever it was 19. I know
Okay,
that.
sure.
You know,
And then there's
socialism doesn't come overnight. And also the
So you
Soviet
mean-
Union was being blockaded basically by the U.S. The U.S. took them several years until they agreed to provide any food because they tried to attract people away from socialism.
But did America ever live through the period when we had famine in America?
Yeah.
When?
In the Depression, people starved to death. Hundreds of thousands, if not more.
Really? They were lying in the streets, dying in millions, in tens of
millions. I said hundreds of thousands.
Okay, let's say even if we take your numbers, still under socialism, tens of millions died from hunger.
Come on, tens of millions did not die from hunger.
Yes, they did.
Where? When?
Like Holodomor in Ukraine.
A Holodomor is a hoax.
Is a hoax.
You know that.
No, you know what?
First press.
Well, listen.
Somebody
I know someone.
Never went to, wait.
Yes.
They sent somebody there who never went to the Ukraine, who took pictures from the Volga famine in 1920 and said this is the Ukraine in 1931 or whatever it was.
So you don't believe that Holodomor was actually happened?
It was not a famine. There were hardship, yes, but not a famine.
Not a famine. That's what you think?
That's what I'm saying.
I see. What do you think about Stalin? Was Stalin is a good man?
Stalin was a great leader, yeah.
He's a great leader?
Yeah.
So never mind that he killed like what, 50?
He killed 50 million people, right? That's why the Soviets
including the war dead. Yeah, that's
you're going to include the Nazis that killed people in
Okay, let's say 10.
Okay,
let's say 10 million. Do you
no,
think?
say 100,000 maybe.
100,000. So he murdered 100,000 innocent Soviets.
They were not innocent. They were people who worked with the various conspiracies to overthrow socialism.
So
there were some people who were killed.
Now you're standing over here trying to overthrow capitalism. Am I supposed to kill you then to follow your logic? You're standing over here and the speakers over there are trying to overthrow capitalism. Should I murder them? Should I kill them? Would I be justified killing them then to follow your logic?
Are we doing conspiracies to try and
yes, you are.
Are we trying to assassinate Trump? Are we doing conspiracies?
Hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm famous.
I know that.
Good, how's it going?
But this is what he does. You go to all these rallies.
Not all these, just once in a blue moon, yeah.
And he talks to the people, and he tries to be an opposition viewpoint.
I'm asking questions, like this gentleman is saying Holodomor never happened. Well, guess what? I know someone, a friend of mine, whose mother actually lived through Holodomor. I mean, so there's an actual witness to Holodomor and what happened and how it happened. So this gentleman says that it's okay killing 100,000 people, allegedly only 100,000.
But that term means different things to different people. People that live through it there are people that lived through it that had nothing to do with politics and had to do with the way the farming was worked, the way the economy was run. That's why people didn't have food. That's what I hear from a lot of people.
Well, let's say if that's the case, then why, after the Soviet Socialist Revolution, the system was created that allowed millions of people die? So maybe there's something wrong then with this new system.
I don't think they were solidified.
So it would take 10 million dead to solidify socialist system. Is it worth it then?
No, I would say it would take a longer period of time.
But it's not a matter of time. It's the number of people dead.
Before the revolution, people were starving.
Well, on this Tsarist Russia, not really. It's Stalin's reforms. No, things were getting better in Tsarist Russia.
That people were starving before the revolution.
You heard. But then when there are actual facts that people died after the revolution as a result of the revolution, that you don't believe. So you have kind of selective.
I do believe people died.
This gentleman did. He said, no, it never happened.
Everybody has a different analysis. I think starvation happened, but I don't believe it was starvation. The Holodrome makes it look like it's an ethnic thing against Ukrainians. That's the idea of the Holodrome, that it was a thing against the Ukrainians. I think Russians that lived in the same area also starved.
Yeah, but let's remove this ethnic premise. People died regardless. 10 million people died of starvation, no matter Ukrainian or Russian or anybody else. They perished because there was no food. And it happened after 1917 revolution. So, I mean, when you stop and think, if I came from Mars, I was like, maybe there's something wrong with the system, but they allow 10 million people die. I mean, come and stop and think about it, no?
Well, the way I see it is every revolution goes, the French especially, goes through a period where it's not solidified and
people die.
And people die.
So they have to die.
Revolution, I'm a good communist.
Really?
I'm not a good revolutionary.
To me,
There's a difference.
To me, a good communist is a dead guy. Exactly.
I know that.
Okay, well, anyway, good communist. So what is a good communist?